Hello, Johnny. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Ok,
Ah,
tengo un resfrío, bueno, tengo más que un resfrío.
yo la semana pasada estaba y Ana no podíamos salir de la casa.
Ya, tengo walking pneumonia.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
¿Nunca tomaste la inyección contra la neumonía?
yeah, la tomé.
Y me ayuda,
Y igual lo recibí.
pero no salís de casa, ¿no?
Sí salgo.
Y yo, pero no.
No tengo remedio, tengo que salir a veces. Pero no, la mayoría del día estoy aquí.
Ujú.
Pero me paso tosiendo.
Sí,
Durante el día no está tan mal, es de noche donde está terrible.
sí. Sonás horrible.
¿Mm?
Sonás horrible.
Yeah. Ahora está bien todavía. No tenía voz hace unos días antes.
Yo el viernes, Johnny, me fui, comimos, me acosté a las 6:30, 7, me levanté al otro día a las 12 para mi vuelta
Ay,
en llaves, a la 1 me acosté y me levanté de vuelta a las 7. Tuve 24 horas durmiendo.
no me jodas, wow. Sí,
Bueno,
sí.
fui a Peshing varias veces, pero
Si podría, yo no puedo siquiera dormir
y,
tanto.
no, pero era por la gripe, whatever was, y Ana recién ahora está recuperándose. Tuvimos
Mira,
toda la semana mal.
pues yo ya lo tengo esto como 3, 4 semanas.
¿Y no te dieron ningún remedio?
Bueno, cuando yo siento de que empiezo a toser un poco, ya me doy cuenta que algo viene.
Ujú.
Empecé a tomar syrups y tomar antidepressants y todo eso. Y unas 2 semanas y, y todavía y no se me iba.
Mm.
Hasta que me dijo Ezi, Eli me dice, hi,
Hello. Hi.
said, you better go to the doctor. So
Mm.
el lunes pasado fui al doctor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Hello.
We
What?
just got a siren alert.
Oh boy.
I'll wait till you get an alert like a few minutes before, and then if the siren comes on, I don't know if it'll work down in the mama, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. We
Oh,
didn't get nothing.
life in Israel. I've been in the mamad 4 times today. It's been a very hectic day.
We had a
Okay.
few. We
Yes,
haven't.
John.
We didn't receive anything today. Now,
We've had we had 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning. There were three. It's all central Israel. That's
yeah, mostly.
Yeah, but there was a big one in Ranana now also.
well, it's
I
right
mean,
now.
not in Ranana,
Nadia.
Naria.
Mhm.
David Hager is there.
Yeah. Well, he's not there now, but he's going up there for Pesach.
He may
Hopefully.
change his mind.
Mm.
Well,
Mm.
the problem with Nariya is it's really close to Hezbollah. The problem with Hezbollah is you don't get any warning. Here in Ranan from the Iran, you get an alert, and then you have a few minutes. Then the siren. Sometimes the siren doesn't come on because it doesn't come in this area, and sometimes it comes on. But with Hezbollah, it's much quicker. So up in the north, it's much harder. They have to stay much closer to a mamad all the time.
Mm.
So we're on Ayin Gimel. Talmud Loimar, Frank the more of
So you're gonna have to go.
Can I take it downstairs?
I don't know. How can you take it when we're on the mamad? There's no, we have to close the door. If you want, you can try.
Yeah.
If I have, we take a.
Go, Ernie,
Go,
go
go,
down.
Ernie, go.
Okay.
If you got a
Let's
siren,
the Kohanim would trade. They'd say, I give you a nice piece of pulka from my from my oath, and you give me a piece of your mincha. So the din is they can't do that. Talmud Lomer v'chol mincha asher te'afeh b'tanur l'chol bnei Aaron tia ish b'achiv. So yachol lo yachluchum nochis k'neged zvachim. Okay, maybe I cannot trade a mincha with an animal piece of meat. Why? Shlokamu tachteim bedalus. In those sliding scale korbanos, like those averos, where you don't bring a standard chatas, like when you eat a chaylev or you eat dam, there it's a standard chatas, you bring a sheep or a goat, standard chatas. But there are averos like tumas migdash ugdosha, where you don't know that you're tum and you walk into the base of migdash. In those cases, you bring a sliding scale chatas, which is, if you have money, you bring an animal. You have less money, you bring birds. You have less money, you bring a mincha. So a mincha never directly replaces an animal zevach. A bird does, but not a mincha. So maybe because we don't find a mincha being a substitute for a zevach. But maybe one Kohen who has a nice mincha can trade with his other Kohen who has a bird, because a mincha does take a place of a bird if you don't have money. Everyone has to have an equal share in the mincha. Only benachos can be shared, but you can't do cross sharing. Fine. I cannot trade a mincha with a bird. Birds have blood. Minchas have flour. But maybe yachlaku oifos keneged zvachim. But maybe the Kohen who has a bird korban can trade with his Kohen who has an animal korban. Shahalalu valalu minei damim, both are blood. That's we don't need that. So it's to teach me that I cannot switch bird with meat. Fine. You can't trade bird with meat. The bird is killed with the nail of your big thumb, bayat, and animals are killed with a shchita knife, which is a kli. But maybe one kind of mincha could be trained with another. Both are done with your hand. Which also is an extra pasuk, which teaches me I can't share menachos. Fine. I can't change a griddle mincha with a deep pan mincha. One is hard, one is soft. Among the same type of nachas, maybe I could interchange. Extra pasuk that says I can't change. You hear the siren? Listen.
Go, Ernie, go.
Go
Okay.
down to the Mamad.
I'll sign in again in 10 minutes, okay?
All
10-minute break.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how he's going to make a 10-minute break, but okay.
What, they gave you the all clear already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yachol yachlaku b'kotzek gotchim, aval yachlaku b'kotzek kalim. That maybe you can't share among chatas and asham, but by other kotzim kalim, more lenient kotzim, maybe you could. Talmud lomer ish ba'achiv v'imal toda yakrivenu k'shem shein cholkim b'kotzek kotzim kakin cholkim b'kotzek kalim. You can't share within kotzek kalim either. Then ish cholek b'filu balmum. A Kohen who's a balmum can be given a share of the meat. Vein katan cholek afilu tam. A minor Kohen cannot share even if he's unblemished. So how can you use these psukim to teach me these things? Hahumi kol nafka. It says kol mincha. Va'apikte like Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda, but we use that for Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda. Ela hahumi mi vechol. Vechol says that I can't make the exchange. Ravina Amar Asim Tani Levi. We can learn this out, Reb Shimon, that the shiraim of a mincha can be eaten. The Torah lives l'chol korbanam, l'chol minchatam, l'chol chatatam, l'chol hashamam. Kol korbanam l'rabos log shemen shel mitzvah. Even the oil that is placed on the mitzvah's big toe can be eaten by the kohanim. Sakidach, I mean, aish, because only things that a part of the korban goes on the fire. Kamash one that no, even things not on the fire can be eaten. We're continuing, Harold. We're on Ayin Gimel, Amid Aleph, close to the bottom. L'chol minchasim, l'rabos minchas ha'omer, minchas knois. How do I know the remainder of the mincha after you do the kmitza can be eaten by the kohanim, including the omer and the mincha that's brought by the jealous husband? The Kohen only eats things that there's kapara. And the omer and the minchas knos is not for kapara. Hahulahatir ko'asya. The minchas omer comes to be matir the chadosh. And the idich nami levarer. The minchas knos comes to say whether the woman was guilty of adultery or not. It's not kapara. Kamash Malon that chol minchasam, I can eat them anyways. Then it says l'chol chatasam. The rabbi's chatas ha'of. That the Kohen can eat after you do zrika sadam of the bird, you can eat the remaining meat. I mean, the velahi. But it's killed not through shchita. It's killed by stabbing it in the back of the neck with your thumb. Therefore, it's in the outside the base of English would be considered nevela. How do we know that the Kohanim can eat it? Kamash Malan from l'chol chatasa. L'chol hashamam, l'rabbis asham nazir v'asham mitzayra. For the Gemara, asham mitzayra b'hadeksiv bei. Ki chatas ha'asham hu la'kohen. Just like a Kohen can eat a chatas, he can eat an asham. Ela l'rabbis asham nazir ka'asham mitzayra. To include the concluding asham that a nazir brings, like an asham mitzvah that you can eat it. It doesn't come to kapara. It comes to allow the nazir to drink wine. Kamash, you can eat from it. Asher yashivu ze gezel ager. When a ger stole something and he has no heirs, somebody stole from the ger, and the person who stole wants to return it, and the ger doesn't have any heirs. The din is you give it to the kohanim. L'cha hu hi ulvanech, one of the madles kuna. Shelcha hi ulvanech, afilu kadosh bosa isha. It becomes such personal property that the definition of personal property is you could use it to makadosh a woman. A Ravuna, shalmei agoyim. When goyim bring a shlomim, it's not a shlomim, they're oilos. They're completely burnt. Here's Kopi. Iboy sema krov, iboy sema svar. I'll tell you that the shalmei goyim are olos either from a svar or from a pasu. Iboy sema krov, iboy sema svar, goy, libol hashamayim. Who is the goy thinking about when he brings a korban? He's thinking about a Kadosh Baruch Hu. So must be that he wants to bring the korban that's offered completely to Kadosh Baruch Hu, which is the Olah. V'ba'isem akrashe akrivu Hashem la'olah, kol demikravai olah lehevi. Any time that we accept korbans from non-Jews, it will be oilers. Mosif Rav Chama Bar Guya. Goy sheis nadev lahavi shlami. A goy makes a donative statement, I'm going to bring a shlami. Naslan Yisrael, Yisrael oichlan. If he gave it to a Jew, the Jew can eat it. Naslan lakohen, hakohen oichlan. So this is a kasha on what we said, that shlamim of a goy is really always oilos. So Amrav Hachi Kamar, Al Menashe is kaper ben Yisrael. If there is a Yisrael who needs to bring a shlami, and the goy wants to bring it on behalf of the Jew, he could do so. Yisrael oichlan, Al Menashe is kaper ben kohen, also kohen oichlan, but not just a general. The goy volunteers to bring his own korban. Such a korban would be an olah. Mosif Rav Shizbi. Elam nachas nikmatzos usheren lakohanim. The following mincha we do kmitza. We throw the kmitza on the fire, and the remainder is eaten. One of the example, minchas goyim. So how could you tell me that any offering that a goy makes is an olah? Here's an example of an offering, and it's a mincha. It's machloikes tanoi. The Tanya. It says ish mibnei Yisrael. Matam lori ish l'rabbis agoyim shenoidrim nedorm nedovas k'Yisrael. They can also make donative vows to the Beis Hamikdash. Asher yakrivu l'Hashem le'olah. I might think that when they make such nedorim, it's only an olah. How do I know he can make shlami minayin tamad lama nidreya? What about a toda? He could even bring a korban toda tamad lama nidvoisa. Minayin l'rabbi sa oifis v'ayayin v'alavona v'ayitzim. He can bring birds, wine, spice, and the wood. So you can accept anything from them. Then why did the pasuk say Asher Yakriv Hashem la'oila? Oila prat l'naziris, that he can bring a regular ola, but not the ola of a nazir, because one of the korbanos of a nazir is an ola, but that ola he can't bring. Dear Rabbi Yosef Glili. So this is a machlokes tanoim. Rabbi Yosef Glili holds that a Gentile can donate any korban. According to Rabbi Kiva, he can only bring an oila. V'hai prat l'nazir spechanavka. So Rabbi Kiva is using the word oila specifically. Where does he say that you can't bring an oil of Naziris? Mehasam nafka. Another pasuk. Daber bnei Yisrael v'amat aleim. Ish kiafli lindor neder nazir lashem. Lazir. Bnei Yisrael noidrim v'ena goyim noidrim. Only Jews can become Nazirs, not goyim. Imehasam avamina korban u'de lo laisi. Avon Nazirs chalalai. Maybe from that pasuk, I would just know that he doesn't bring korbanos like a nazir, but maybe he could have naziras. Kamash that no. Kema nazla hadisna. Who does the following mishnah go like? Rab Shimon. Shiva dvorim iskinu bezdin. The bezdin made shava takonis. The zeh echad mehem. Goy shesholach oilasol and dina sayam. A goy that sent his ola from China. V'shilach iman isacheha. He sent along the wine libations, or money for it. Craving mishalo. You can take his money to use it to buy the wine. Vimlav craving mishal tzibur. If he doesn't, the tzibur pays for it. Well, that seems to suggest that a goy can bring not just an ola, but could bring the yayin of the ola. And are we going to say that Mishnah is lame Rabbi Yosef Lili only v'lo Rabbi Akiva. The Gemara says no. Afilu tem Rabbi Akiva oil v'chol chaverta. That means ola and everything that goes along with it, including the wine. Man Tana lahad Tan Rabbanan. Who is the following Tana? It says Ezrach. Ezrach may be a citizen, a Jew, maybe Nesachim, and a goy maybe Nesachim. Maybe I would think, therefore, that the ola of a non-Jew doesn't require wine. So the Gemara says, no, it requires wine. Talmud Loimer Kacha. It has to be done like this, including the ola of a goy. Now, Mani, Lo Rabbi Yosef Lili, Rabbi Akiva comes out, it's not like either Tana. Rabbi Yosef Lili Amar Filu Yayinami. Because Rabbi Yosef Lili said he could bring wine by itself. And here it means bringing it along with the oil. Rabbi Akiva Amar Oila in Midachrin Lo. Rabbi Akiva doesn't allow anything else. I'll give you an answer both according to Rabbi Yosef Lili. V'boisem Rabbi Akiva. Iboisem Rabbi Yosef Lili. Same me'ayin. The Baraisa, you have to remove from that Baraisa the fact that they're allowed to bring wine. Because he holds that you can't bring wine by itself. That it's the sheet of Rabbi Akiva that you can bring an ola and everything that goes along with the ola, including the wine.
Me.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. How can a goy bring wine? They were not supposed to touch wine.
We just
right?
take the money. He pays for it.
Oh, okay.
Very
All
good. Right. He just pays for it.
Okay.
Because wine has to be poured. The Kohen, wine wouldn't, even Yisrael doesn't touch the wine. The wine is poured by Kohanim.
Okay.
Right? The wine's in the, but someone has to pay for it. So who's on the hook for paying for it? So the din is the non-Jew is on the hook for paying for it.
Okay. Thank you.
Everything is burnt. The Kmitza and the Shirai. Menanamili. The Torah Rabbanan Vaisala Kohen Kamincha. Shetei Avodosu Kshe Rabo. That even a Kohen who's doing the avodah of the mincha for his own mincha, he's allowed to do it. Maybe it allows the eating of the remainder of the mincha. And whose mincha we were talking about where the mincha is to be completely burnt? Minchas nidvaso. Only a donative mincha. But if he had a choiv to bring a mincha, maybe like he's a minchas chote, he's a sinner and he has to bring it. Maybe you could eat it. Talmud Loimar, v'aisa la kohen kamincha. And mekish choivasol and devaso. His obligatory mincha is comparable to his donative mincha. Manid vaso eno cheles. If a coin donates a mincha, the mincha is burned completely. Av chavaso eno necheles. So too, the minchas chote, which is an obligatory mincha, is also not eaten. Amr Shimon v'chinemer v'aisak la kohen kamincha so v'aloy lenemer el kamincha el la'akish minchas chote shel kohanim ki minchas chote shel Yisrael. Ma minchas chote shel Yisrael nikmetzes. The mincha of a Yisrael who brings it as a chote, there's kmitza of minchas chote shel kohanim nikmetzes. And that's where we'll stop here. Tomorrow, let me see what day is tomorrow.
Right.
What day? What
Friday.
day? So
Friday. Guys,
Okay.
I gotta go. Just let's make it.
wait. So Friday, tomorrow, I'm going to teach.
8 o'clock is okay. 5 o'clock. It's not Shabbos by you.
At 8 o'clock in the morning. So
Ernie,
is
they
that
changed the clock tonight. Going forward.
okay? So what does that mean? That means we're 10 hours.
We're back to 10 hours difference
10
instead of
hours.
9.
What time is Shabbos starting, Johnny?
I can tell you in a second.
Probably 7 o'clock. We could still learn We'll learn at 6 o'clock, Johnny.
Send an announcement. Do me a favor. Bye. Thanks. Stay safe. Bye.
Bye-bye. Mario, so 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay?
All right,
right.
very good. Bye.
Bye.
No.
So what happened, Mario? Mario,
Yeah.
so ¿cuándo es mañana?